Hello, welcome to another video. Today is my second devlog video that I'm going to be showing you my progress for my game jam project that I've been working on for the past week. And it's a post-apocalyptic zombie game with the theme of Vale, which is why there's so much fog. Alright, so starting off from a review of what we did last time. Last time I made a couple models, like this, the flashlight. We brought the gun back into the game. I added a day-night cycle, and that was pretty much it. And then there was, if you clicked one, your flashlight would come out. You clicked one again, it would turn it on and off. But since then, I've added a little more to it. So now, if you look at it, it's going to actually play an animation for taking your tool out, instead of just not having an animation. And, as well as that, the flashlight still works. I don't have the gun actually working yet, but I do have a lot of new animations for it to make it work. And another thing I added will come at nighttime. Alright, so now that it's nighttime, I'm going to show you. So the zombies actually do spawn, and they do have a pathfinding system of sorts and a spawn system of sorts. But there are some weird things about them, like the fact that they go in like a weird line after I animated them. Before I added the animation, they worked perfectly fine, they walked to the right locations and everything. But after I animated them, things started to get wonky and then it started doing some weird stuff. So if you know what might be causing this, why this might be happening, I would definitely like to know how to fix it. I've been trying to find help, but not many people have really responded. But, alright, that's mostly what I have in the actual gameplay that's changed. Now let's go into the scripts. Alright, so the zombies spawn, it's checking for the lighting, it gets the lighting service, the player service, and the replicated storage. These are some different numbers that I call, that I've just made a random number. That's these. And then this is the zombie count, which tells how many zombies there are, so that it won't go over the max zombie count, which this is the max zombie count of 50. So, while true, it's going to subtract 0.055 from this number in order to make it so that the zombies will spawn more frequently. And this number, this is if t is greater than or equal to 10, then it's going to subtract it, so that it can't go below 10. So that is the max time. This is the time in between two zombies spawning. So it's going to see, so this is the time in between. It's going to wait for t's amount of seconds, and then it's going to, for every player, it's going to pick a random number, 1 through 100, and then if the random number is greater than c, that makes it so there's a chance that it will spawn, chance that it won't spawn. But as c decreases, c stands for chance, as the chance decreases, that makes it so that the chance that the zombie doesn't spawn goes all the way down to 0. So that it will always spawn eventually, but that will progress further in the game, and we can always change these numbers around later. And then the zombie count. It's going to add 1 to the zombie count. It's going to clone the zombie. It's going to pick a random number from 1 to 4. It's 1. It's going to put it in this vector 3. It's 2, this vector 3, 3, this vector 3, 4, this vector 3. So it's just basically giving it an offset, so it could be in anywhere in a circumference between 50 and 100 blocks away from your player. But the AI of this zombie, it's going to get the pathfinding service, it's going to create a path, it's going to get the humanoid, it's going to get the zombie walk animation, which is what somehow broke something, but it's going to load that animation, set it to looped, play the animation. This is D and it does equals nil, and T equals nil. And D is destination, T is target, so you can make it so if there is a target, it's going to override D, and it's just going to set it to T. So it's always going to follow the target instead of picking a random place on the map to go to. It's going to pick the target. Then it's going to create a compute and a sync for the path, and then it's going to set it to move to each waypoint, and it's going to wait until it's finished to walk to the next waypoint. But that's the AI. Pistol script. You got the pole pistol, so that's going to be tool script. It's going to add is if the input equals 2, so if you're pressing 2 instead of 1, then it is going to, and we don't already have a pistol out, then it's going to fire this server. And this is going to, basically, it's going to, if it's equal to flashlight, it's going to turn off the flashlight so we don't see that anymore. If it's going to set the value of your tool to the pistol, then it's going to it's going to find the pistol, it's going to find the humanoid of your character, and it's going to local animation equals the pole pistol animation. That's going to do local animation, load animation, and then play that animation. And then it's going to set the transparency of everything in the pistol to 0, so it's no longer transparent. And something similar with that happens with the flashlight script, except instead of doing that, it's going to also have these lights, and it's also going to have a different animation. That's basically the same thing here too. And then we've got alright, I think that's actually, yeah. Then we've got the animations that I want to show you. New animations that are going to go into the game. Alright, so you got your running with the gun out. I'm gonna set it to looped. So if you're running and you have the gun out, it's gonna play this animation later. If you're walking with the gun out, it's gotta play this animation a little bit slower. It's got a shoot animation, which is just a little recoil. And then there is the reload the gun, which is just pull back the gun. I didn't want to make an overly complicated animation for this, or any more models that I didn't have to make, so you just pull back, and that's how you reload. But that's all the animations I have, I believe. I do the same thing with the flashlight, so you'll have different animations for when you have the flashlight out as well. But yeah, I think that's all that I have to show you for today. And, well, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like this video, then I would encourage you to subscribe to my channel. And I would also encourage you to like this video, comment down what you want me to do next. I'm going to continue working on this game for another week, and then I'm going to switch to a new game jam. But after that video, I'm also going to be creating a new YouTube channel specifically for my Roblox development stuff, instead of having my gaming channel and a development channel. Instead of having them both in the same spot, there will be two different channels. And also, if you would like to see spoilers, or be able to be in contact with me through Discord, you could join the Discord server that's going to be in the description of this video. Well, I hope you like this video, and I will see you next time.